ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to video message number 29.
What's one move in bed that makes a man go crazy every time?
You gotta give him that huck and spit on that thing. You get me?
Oh, that sounds so good.
Anyway, how is your sex life?
Listen up, the ratings just came in for last month. We are number one. We just grabbed every key demographic. Super duper, gang. Super duper. That's nice. Way to go. Neato, gang.
Yes.
Boy, that was good news.
It is the 27th day of June, 2024. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Power Trip Morning Show. It's going to be a beautiful day out there. Maybe a little chance of rain. But man, what a chilly morning. Feels good out there. 58 degrees in the Twin Cities. But that's not what I'm here to tell you about. I'm here to tell you it's the best day of the week. It's Thursday. Tommy Olson, yes. Ben Lieber, yes. An old friend stopping by. Surprised about that in a minute. And we will have our first Parker Fox visit of the new basketball season for your Golden Gophers. So he's going to stop in about the 8 o'clock hour. Lots to get to. Why would we wait? Let's go. Here's Brian Regan. Some comedy on a Thursday morning. Power Trip Morning Show. You come on in now. I'm glad you're here.
I like music, man. That's why I like to go to the airport early, you know? I always play great music. I always have unbelievable sound systems. You get there early, you take advantage of that. You just jam to the best music known to man. I like music, man. That's why I like to go to the airport early, you know? I always play great music. I always have unbelievable sound systems. You get there early, you take advantage of that. You just jam to the best music known to man. Occasionally there's an announcement, but other than that, you're just getting into the music, you know? Yesterday, would the gentleman who left a briefcase at the secured area of Concourse C please return to claim your briefcase? And it seems like all unattended vehicles will be towed away at the owner's expense. Oh, I believe there's been a gate change for Flight 207. It'll now be departing out of Gate 19. Yesterday. I love that song. Takes my mind off traveling.
Gaze at a graveyard. That was part two.
Okay.
The finish line is waiting. Fate is on your side. You hear the distant thunder. There's lightning in your stride.
The Power Trip Morning Show, Thursday, June 27th. Corey Cove, Chris Hockey, Meat Sauce, Paul awesome. Lambert. This is the home of the wheeling and dealing Minnesota Timberwolves, the Fan. Sauce, what do we always scream to the listeners and about 6 people listen?
Always take a player from Kentucky.
Always take a player from Kentucky. The Wolves did. They traded up and got a guy that sounds like he drives NASCAR, Rob Dillingham.
Yeah, Hawk was pumped about it this morning.
Yeah, good driver.
Doesn't it sound like that's the most NASCAR name of all time?
Right foot.
Yes, correct. 100%.
He drives them like he stole them.
Rob Dillingham.
Yeah.
You know what they've already set up? A race between him and the receiver whose dog was having.
Oh, Addison?
Yeah.
Oh, man. I'll take Dillingham.
Yeah,
same. Yeah, man. That's sweet.
They went for it, Sauce.
Yeah,
they're going all in.
I had no idea. We talk about this 100 times. The dumbest thing the NBA does is they draft players to other teams, and it takes 25 minutes for this thing to happen, right? So Dillingham gets drafted. They know he's never going to play with Victor, and then they do this 3-minute speech about how he's going to be this unbelievable lob partner with Victor Wembanyama. He's being traded. That bit sucks about the NBA draft. They don't do it like the NFL.
Yeah, the other thing that's dumb, too, is the Adam Silver coming to the podium 20 minutes later and going, I have a trade to announce.
And you're going,
buddy, the whole world already knows about it. You don't have to tell it to the 6 people that are at the stadium or at Barclays Center. The Timberwolves have acquired the draft rights to Rob Dillingham. That was 9 hours ago.
And we know that.
So dumb.
Yeah, it's
they're out of touch. The NHL drafts at the Sphere tomorrow.
Right.
there at Barclays Center.
Right.
What are we doing, NBA?
I don't know. But that bit sucks. But the guy they got is really good. I'm excited to watch him play. He's instant offense. He'll come off the bench to start here, but he's very, very good, man. Scored 37 points against Tennessee. First player in 25 years to score that many points at Kentucky against a top 5 team. Really, really good. Great 3-point shooter. Great pick. And all you had to do is give up players that aren't even they're 11 years old at this point.
Literally a 12-year-old to be named later.
Correct. Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, great.
The amount of men and women willing to do dirty things to Tim Connolly last night was epic.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
People were pumped about it, man.
Everybody loves Tim Connolly.
Loves him.
What do we have to do to get a statue?
Right.
Who do we need to let him bed?
Right. If you,
he's wheeling and dealing,
right,
man. This guy gets it.
In NFL sense, if you could get the 8th overall pick, you don't have to put a name to it, but if you could get the 8th overall pick and you could trade a first-round pick in 2033 and a first-round pick in 2035, you'd go, yeah, I'll do it. I don't know where we're going to be at that point, but I'll do it. Everybody assumes that the reason that the Spurs said that would accept it is they're going to use those picks for a massive trade this offseason. I mean, one of them is an unprotected first-round pick. You don't know where the Wolves are going to be in 7 years.
And we don't know where the Spurs are going to be either.
I don't even know if the league will still be in business.
That's why I can't even believe the league allows it. That's a 7-year out draft pick. When you heard that the Wolves were trading up to 8 to get Rob Dillingham, I'm like, well, there goes pick 27. And then it wasn't there. Right. Somehow Tim Connolly talked the Spurs into trading 2 picks that may never exist.
Right.
Yeah.
We didn't have to give up anything.
No.
Tell him we give him a flying car, too.
Yeah, right.
I bought lake land on the moon.
Exactly. The Spurs accepted it.
Right. Yeah.
Tim Connolly needs to be bathed in whatever he wants to be bathed in.
Yeah.
We can't let him leave. He's the best GM this town's ever had.
Whatever he wants to be bathed in?
Anything.
Yeah, anything.
Okay.
You name it.
Oof. I got some ideas.
Look, Saucy Saucerson.
Yes, sir.
Let's just for a second say Ant never suffers a significantly damaging, career-altering injury.
Yeah.
So he stays relatively healthy for the rest of his career. Let's say Ant stays happy and wants to be in Minnesota for the foreseeable future, right? So he doesn't request a trade after 3 or 4 years, right? You have a generational player in Anthony Edwards, so you have 10 to 15 years of a window to win with Ant.
Yep.
This group, though, with Rudy and Carl and Conley and stuff, you might only have like a 2 or 3 year window.
Right.
I love let's go all in now with this group. Let's give this group the absolute best shot to win in the next 2 to 3 years. Then if it fails, we're going to have to blow it up and start over around Ant.
Right.
And then that group we might have to wait a year or 2 for that group to be ready. And then we give Ant a 5-year window in his prime.
Right.
I love this wave needs to be all in now.
Right.
And then we'll let it fall apart, start over with Ant, and see what happens. This is going for it. We're trading picks away. Tim Connolly probably won't be here.
No.
Right? Rudy's not going to be here in 2031. Cat might not be. Hopefully Ant still is. But the rest of the team's not going to be. You're trading away picks that don't matter.
Yeah, you're giving somebody else those problems.
I freaking love it.
Same. And you also, what you do with this is you can't add a big name prospect, right? From a free agent standpoint, unless you make a massive trade, right? You don't have the money. You're in the second apron bid, all that. This is the best way to add what could be freakish talent at a cheap price, right?
Freak.
So it's the right move because
let's do the other one too. How about the fact that a handful of months ago, Terrence Shannon was a virtual lock to be a lottery pick.
Yeah.
And they got him at 27.
Right.
What happened? What do you do?
Well, I guess it's technically what he didn't do.
What did he do? What didn't he do?
He went to trial for rape.
Okay.
And was found not guilty. Testified, maintained his innocence the entire time, and was found not guilty.
Yeah.
Okay. Well.
So.
Jury of his peers says no.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's a dicey one, but that's part of the reason why he fell. He missed 6 games during the season because he was suspended. Then he sued to get back in, violation of his human rights or something like that. And then he got back in, played really well. But obviously that was hanging over his head until he was found not guilty, a month or two ago?
Yeah.
Goodness.
Yeah. Yep.
So who knows?
Yeah, who knows?
Wolves claim they did a ton of background research on it. I would hope so. If you've had somebody accused of that, you better do 10 times the normal work you would do on a regular player. You got to really, really hammer that one down. But they're going with. They think we're in the clear there.
Yeah, this is great.
Whatever.
The first guy they took is going to be sweet. I'm pumped for that.
Was that Larry Reynolds?
That's Larry Reynolds.
Sounds just as NASCAR-ish.
Yeah, in
Rob Dillingham.
The 2025-2026 season, he will be the starting point guard, I would bet. And then you roll from there. This is a good player, man. I mean, I watched probably 15 Kentucky games last year. He's really good. I think he started one game for them.
Which is insane.
Insane.
Didn't Reed Shepherd, who went third overall, didn't he start like 5 games?
Right. That's Kentucky's bit, though.
I just think it's crazy.
Bit. Well, was it Booker who came off the bench?
Yeah, Booker Dano.
Yeah, Bookham Dano. Yeah, they came off the bench. He didn't start a lot because he was on that 2015 team. There's one of the guys that was drafted that barely started. I mean, Cat averaged 10 points at Kentucky. They run like a 9-man team, so who knows?
Well,
I fully expected to watch about 2 seconds of the draft last night, and then I was going to start watching The Bear.
Yeah.
I didn't watch an episode of The Bear because I had some work to do, and then the Wolves started wheeling and dealing, and I go, I got to watch this.
Yeah.
I got sucked into it.
Yeah, same.
Did you end up spanking the Bear?
Yeah, yeah. Did you hammer your Johnson?
That's like a little too on the nose, brother.
Yeah, he's dancing around it.
Yeah.
Sorry, Hulkster.
Yeah.
Answer his question. That's a yes.
Yeah. If you choose not to decide, you still have made a choice.
Yes. Well said.
Thank you.
Is Tommy coming in?
I thought so, and I thought Maxx so too. Maybe we're the only people left on the planet.
Maybe
something catastrophic happened, but we're protected in this building.
That'd be weird.
Yeah, you guys are getting a lot of sex.
Oh, cool.
Well,
so Dillingham starts like one game and
we're gonna
gets
keep
picked.
talking about it
just for a second because I got one crazy thing because again I ended up watching the whole first round.
Same.
So I saw that right. The Dillingham had started like one game, but obviously he's a freak, right?
Yeah.
Reed Shepherd starts like 5 games. He goes third overall. Do you see the stats for the guy the Bucks drafted? So pick 23, they took A.J. Johnson, right? He wasn't even invited to the draft. He was one of the kids that was up in the stands, right? That happens once in a while. He played in, I think, Australia. Let me see here. I think he played in Australia last year. Give me 1 second. Timing's everything. Chris in Sauce is the guy you've never heard of, right? But he was the 23rd pick in the draft. What did 19-year-old A.J. Johnson average per game in Australia last year? He was the 23rd pick. He's going to Milwaukee.
Well, it must be a lot because they picked him.
What did he average per game?
Points per game. What did he average in Australia last year?
62.
19-year-old, 23rd overall pick.
2.
.9.
Well, what the hell is that about?
What are the? Yeah.
He averaged 2.9 points a game, 0.7 assists, 1.3 rebounds.
Is he LeBron James's dad?
He averaged over just 7 minutes of play.
What?
Yep. And he's 167 pounds.
Naked?
That's a huge bitch.
Why?
I don't know. Who knows?
There must be a reason.
I don't know.
What?
They lose a bet?
He's viewed as a high upside player. 2.9 points a game in Australia.
I mean, it's a point less than Bronny, but yeah.
But at least Bronny played in the United States.
Right. At least we've heard of, yeah. At least we've heard of Bronny. Who is this guy?
The quicker picker upper?
Maybe it's Magic Johnson's son.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, he wouldn't know.
Jeez. Is that true?
I mean, he's not wrong. There's definitely a chance. I mean, the timeline doesn't necessarily work out.
Yeah.
If the kid was 35 years old, then we could definitely say
Maxo!
Magic Johnson might not know.
Did you hear about the kid from Australia who got picked?
Yes, sir.
Wait, Australia? I didn't hear about the kid from Australia.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's a kid that got picked from Australia.
Went to the Bucks.
2.9 points a game.
In Australia.
Yep, killing it
Nobody
What?
knows why they picked him.
there. Yep.
What the hell are they doing? I mean, who
Best of
knows?
luck.
Maybe that's another Giannis situation. They had the scouting on that one.
Maybe so.
So many French dudes picked last night.
Yeah, top 2 picks. They were the Frenchman.
And here with his best attempt at pronouncing the number 1 pick in the NBA draft, here is the fan sauce.
His first name, hang on. His first name is Zachariah.
Oh.
Zach.
Zachary.
Zachary. Reshire?
Rishikeshi away.
Yeah, Rishikeshi away. What is it?
Risa Shea.
Risa.
Shea is the end of it, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Bless you.
I've heard some people say the S part with like the first S with like a hard kind of a Z sound, and then other people were doing it with like an S. S-ish sound. So it's like Risa Shea. Zachary Risa Shea.
Well, I'm so glad this is finally happening because I've never told you guys. I just kind of let it pass, But my real name is Krish.
Oh,
that's cool.
Yeah, I just didn't like correcting you guys because you're just a bunch of dumb.
And I'm going to be
sons of
careful
bitches.
with this, but my guess, since you're French, it's Christophe.
Yes. Yeah, it rhymes with Christophe, which is my uncle's name.
No, that would have been your twin brother.
No.
Yeah.
Nope.
Chris and
Pish.
it would have been a hell of a duo.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Christophe.
Wasn't he on SNL in the 80s?
Brilliant.
Where's Tommy?
He's on his way.
Maybe he's on his way. Maybe he's not. I don't know. I can't predict it.
Tommy could
What is
average
this, the
2.9 points a game in Australia.
Yeah.
2.9.
2.9.
I need a full breakdown, brother.
That makes no sense. Why would,
To be drafted and get a guaranteed contract.
Yeah.
First round picks get guaranteed contracts.
He was surprised. I bet.
Looked happy.
I bet he did his best Beetlejuice impression. Who, me?
Brilliant.
Actually, he probably stood up and was like, "Where's a guy like me get a little action around here?" Rob Dillingham and Terrence Shannon, new Timberwolves. Pretty
And
big night for the
Pish
old Timberwolves.
And who?
That's Phoebe Buffet's brother, Pige Buffet.
Oh.
Jesus is a friend.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah,
no relation to Jimmy.
we needed a palate cleanser.
I know. I really need to straighten my ass up.
Tommy Olson joins in a second or two. Ben Lieber in like 45 minutes. This is the Power Trip Morning Show. All right, Tommy Olson is in the house. It's Thursday on the Power Trip Morning Show.
Hey, Clark.
It's just not the same when you come in during a commercial break.
I hate it.
You got to time it different. Either get here earlier or stall.
Yeah. Were you?
I
You
know.
got to kick the door down.
I know. It's bad. It's bad energy. It's bad vibes. I know.
Yeah.
Were you late for the same reason that Max was?
I wish. God. Yeah, I got to tell you guys what Max said off air. Just something I'll never, ever.
Yeah. We were all. There were 4 of us in here, and 3 of us were real sad.
Right. Like, I was obviously happy, but more
Yeah,
just
I'm happy
like.
for him. It's
There's some jealousy involved or what?
Yes, of course.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's like your best friend wins the lottery. You're happy for him. Or you're like, why don't I have a big penis?
So you think if your friend did win the lottery, how many friends / family members are actually sharing with you? You ever think about it?
No.
I guess I never have. No, but that's a good point.
Well, I think I know I told you this story, but when my brother won $10,000 in the whatever it was, Mega Millions or Powerball, one of the two, he had said that if he had won it all, he would have basically given every niece and nephew $1 million. And my 10-year-old brings it up all the time that Uncle Mark almost made me a millionaire. It's like, sweetheart, you were a long.
Yeah.
I mean, I know it sounds like you should be a millionaire right now,
Right.
but you were a long way away.
Right.
Getting that extra ball was very, very unlikely. But anyway, no, but he admitted each niece and nephew was getting $1 million. I don't know if that includes brothers. I don't know if I'm getting anything.
Sure
Like
you would.
the nieces and nephews were each getting $1 million.
I mean, but if you get that money, don't you want to just have everyone else be chilling with you?
Yeah, for sure. At least the biggest burdens, you want to take that off their plate, right? You pay for their mortgages. Yeah. You're not necessarily buying them Lamborghinis, right? That's what Sandler does. But Sandler's got hundreds of millions, and there's more to come. It'd be fun to take like the top 10, either family or friends, and just go, how much you owe on your mortgage? Boom, that's gone. And then call it a day.
God, that'd be cool.
That would be cool.
Yeah, I'd like to do that for some ladies.
Should they DM you and
they're going to do a lot to me. DM, ATM.
Never go ATM.
Hey, Nate Henderson's here.
Hey,
What's
Nate.
up, brother?
Nate.
Some things never change, Nate.
It's true. They don't.
People who don't know Nate, he's a badass, American hero. What are you doing now for the American military?
I teach at the Special Forces Weapons Sergeant course. I teach young, aspiring Special Forces soldiers how to use their weapons appropriately.
Right. Sounds like you just taught Max.
I think Max knows how to use his weapon better than anyone else.
I got my certification from the school.
Force.
Yeah.
What's the line from that one movie? This is my rifle. This is my gun.
This is for blank and this is for That's the one.
Yeah. I'm a walking Second Amendment, baby.
So no active duty stuff for you anymore. You're done.
I'm still active duty.
Okay.
I'm just not.
Deploying.
I'm not in the operational force. I'm in the generating
Could
force.
that happen, though? Could they call you tomorrow and say, we need you over here? I'm not allowed to ask you that question.
It could.
Yeah.
I have a wife and 5 kids that would prefer that to not happen.
Right. Yep, I get it.
So,
I get it.
God, you got a lot of kids.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, yeah.
That you know of.
That's yep. That's a funny story because our youngest was a surprise because when we moved from Arizona to North Carolina 2 years ago, my wife and youngest daughter took a medical flight because Cora couldn't drive because of all of her medical stuff. And so my wife and I didn't see each other for like 2 weeks. And then about 9 minutes after we were both in the same place in North Carolina again, she was pregnant. So,
well done.
God, you're impatient.
Congrats on the sex.
Sauce.
Wow,
You're getting this for moving your microphone around. So
You're officially in the Mark Rosen category.
You are, yeah.
Hey, speaking of Rosie, can I join you guys at the Hall of Fame game?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, man, we're leaving.
Yeah.
You know,
ride with these guys.
Yeah, we can't wait.
Friday for the Sunday game.
Yeah, even though the bid is it's a Thursday.
It's a Thursday game. We still haven't caught up to that part yet.
Yeah, he's convinced we're going.
I love it.
It's also good.
Yeah,
He wants to go.
He thinks we're like going and like we're going to go to every event. Yeah, he believes us.
Have you heard when I do this? And he thinks it's his phone?
Oh, yeah.
Yes. It's
whose phone is that?
Yeah, and then I'll go,
Mine's
Mark,
turned off.
turn your iPad off. It's not me. He gets so
Mine's
mad.
off. Mine's off.
the sound machine bit from a couple weeks ago.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's something else.
Yeah.
He's a
Freaking
treasure.
guy.
The best is when you do that in the 8 o'clock hour, and you can see him look at his phone.
Oh, yeah.
We sit in here and giggle like idiots. It's the best. I love it. Well, it's good to see your face, man.
It's good to be in Minnesota. It's
Were you playing golf this weekend?
we're going up to Giants Ridge.
Oh, God, no.
I have waited literally a week for you to do that.
We were just up there.
Giants Ridge, I remember you talking about it last night. Yeah.
It's great. It's
Certainly not.
It's far haul, but man, it's worth it when you're up there.
So where's it technically at, Thomas? Where's
It's on Vermilion, Babbitt Tower area.
Yeah.
That's a long way
It's
up.
by
Scene Bear's
Sexy
cabin is
Scene
up
Bear,
there,
yeah.
You little perverts. Already then.
He's playing your voicemail, Tommy.
It's great.
You know what's sad is I've lived here my entire life, and I don't know Minnesota geography almost at all. Like everything you just said, I don't know anything of that. But like, but the Las Vegas Strip is like Andy McDowell's face in Groundhog Day. I could carve it with my eyes closed. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know every inch of that town, but then you just said, it's on Vermilion and it's this and that. I'm like, you're just speaking in another language. I have no idea what you're talking about.
And I was in my...
One positive for me in the role I've had, all the B roads I get to take.
That's true, because you're traveling on the roads all the time, all over the state.
Seth says it's kind of hot that I know like my way around Minnesota.
That you can navigate?
She's kind of turned on about
Turned on by Minnesota geography?
Yeah, sure.
She's a teacher.
Yeah. And then she give that hot to God. That girl.
Dirty cop to it.
Oh man, I've watched that video quite a few times.
I would have lost that bet. She apparently, according to the old prep here, Rosie, your phone's ringing.
Rosie left his phone.
She has been contacted by some Hollywood agents trying to make some money off her, and she apparently has sold tens of thousands of dollars already in merch.
Good for her.
So she's banking on it.
Smash.
Yes.
I mean, if you're going to go this viral, you better find a way to profit off of it, because it's not like it was her video. It was accidental, right? She was getting interviewed.
Yeah, it was super fun.
Right.
Find a way to make money off it quickly, because now you're an internet sensation.
Did you see
That's
that?
not true.
I thought that was false.
No, that's
really?
not true, yeah.
Oh, well, good for her.
Oh, Rose.
But you guys wouldn't make any money off a viral video, would you?
No, never.
No.
But I wouldn't make any money off a Hawk Tua.
By the way, this is how dumb this show is.
Yes, sir.
There could be major news breaking, and one of us might be, hey, didn't such and such happen? But Tommy just goes, hey, Hawk Tua girl got fired. All three of us, no, she didn't. No, she didn't. That's wrong. All of us are on top of that story immediately.
I tracked her down.
Oh, Rose.
That's a lie.
Yeah. Don't say that about her.
I love the catch.
My God.
Hey,
Rose.
How?
Hey.
Hi, Rose.
He just doesn't care anymore.
He does not.
That
he
doesn't. That one
doesn't.
The context of that is maybe the hardest Hawking I've ever laughed, because he paused for so long after he said it.
What an ass.
That's great.
Front page sports when the Power Trip Morning Show returns. Wheeling and dealing by the Minnesota Timberwolves and much, much more after this on The Fan.
All right. Welcome back, Power Trip Morning Show. Here we go. Thomas Olson's here. Ben Lieber will be here into the segment, I guess. But we should do some sports. We ain't talked enough sports, and Timberwolves did something.
Time now for Front Page Sports, presented by Holiday Station Stores.
Holiday Station Stores.
Hell yeah.
Oh, you can go to Holiday, get a couple of Celsius. Tommy, you like Celsius, right?
Yeah,
You get
I love
2
them.
Celsius, then you get 1 free at Holiday, including their exclusive flavor, which is watermelon lemon.
Haven't tried that one.
You should, because if you buy 2, you get 1 free at Holiday, Tommy.
They do a lot of holidays. They really take care of you with the BOGOs.
Yeah, they wheel and deal like the Minnesota Timberwolves do.
They do.
Get the Holiday.
And then they have Nathan's dogs.
Is that right?
We'll give it back to him.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Poor guy probably misses his puppies.
Well, the Minnesota
Sorry, Nate.
Timberwolves last night had pick 27, so a lot of us didn't talk about the NBA draft leading up to it because who cares? We're going to take some flyer on some dude that we've probably never heard of. The Wolves traded 9,000 first-round picks to get Rudy Gobert, so we can just check out of the NBA draft for the next 5 or 6 years. But we forgot for a second that Tim Conley knows what he's doing.
Yep.
And that he somehow talked the San Antonio Spurs into drafting or letting us take Rob Dillingham, 8th overall, for an 11-year-old and a 12-year-old to be named later.
Correct. That's exactly what it is.
So we're doing a protected 2030 first-round swap. So if the Wolves are in a higher position in the draft than the Spurs in 2030, they can swap with us. If not, who cares? And then an unprotected 2031 first, 7 years from now. So likely an 11 or 12-year-old.
Right.
For Rob Dillingham.
What grade are they in?
So like 5th?
Fifth grade, yeah.
Yeah.
No, maybe 6th. I guess 6th grade would be like 11 years old. 12 is about 7th.
Like a middle schooler?
So we're talking a middle schooler. For a guy that can score right now for the Timberwolves.
Right.
I don't understand this. This is such a great deal for us.
Do you actually know who this guy? I've never heard of him.
He's very good. He came off the bench for Kentucky. He's instant offense. He scores a lot. He shoots a lot of 3-pointers.
Perfect.
He will. He'll be Ant's running mate. He'll probably be, Max, what do you think? The seventh guy or the second guy off the bench behind Nas?
Yeah, probably, and maybe even coming in before Nas, since Mike Conley's a little bit up there in age. I'd imagine that Dillingham is going to get a lot of run, and he's pretty much everything that the Timberwolves needed to come off of the bench. Like Saucy said, he's a volume scorer. He shoots 47% from three. I saw that's almost every other three that he's shooting is going in. I mean, God, we could have used a guy like him against the Dallas Mavericks, and they don't have a lot of cap space to maneuver, so this was the perfect move for them. Like Corey said, just watching Tim Conley in this front office on draft night it's like watching Gordon Ramsay in the kitchen, man. Then they shift up another butte.
So the downside though, Tommy Olson, since you're asking, 6'1", 176.
That's a huge bitch.
Yeah, and he's not the best defender by most measurements.
And that's probably why. He's 6'1", 176. Kind of hard not to get pushed around by big college players or eventually NBA players. So the downside is he going to be strong enough, big enough? I mean, for now, it doesn't matter because he's not a pivotal part of the team. He's Conley's successor, right? Whenever Conley steps away.
Yeah.
But the dude is instant offense, and we needed somebody off the bench outside of Nas that could score. We just didn't have that from the point guard position. So 176, he's going to pack on some pounds.
Yeah.
Go back and look at KG when he got into the league. Right. He looked like olive oil. Give some people some time to put on some weight. Let's go.
He's also an exceptional pick and roll player, which is kind of what this offense is based on with all the large dudes that they have. He's great at the pick and roll alley-oop.
How tall is Conley?
12'1".
Probably in that same range.
Yeah, so he body type similar.
But Conley's pretty.
He's got some shoulders on him.
He's got some guns, relatively speaking. This kid's
and Dillingham's a little quicker, more athletic.
He's like every Kentucky guard we've ever seen, blazing fast and can score at will.
Right.
God, that's cool.
Yep. Always take a player from Kentucky.
So not only did they...
The first thing I thought of when we selected him.
Always take a player from Kentucky. So not only did they find a way to get up to pick 8 and take Rob Dillingham.
Yep.
Not only did they delay the picks that San Antonio gets to 2030 and 2031, they got to keep this year's 27th overall. I couldn't believe that wasn't part of the deal, but it wasn't. So the Wolves stayed at 27 and took Terrence Shannon from Illinois, who was a projected lottery pick a couple of months ago. So super good value at 27.
Yeah.
And I believe he's what did they say? I think he's like the oldest first-round pick.
He's
23 and a half or something. Yeah. So he's the oldest first-round pick in a while. In a couple of years, doesn't happen very often, right? It's a lot of teenagers, a lot of 18 and 19-year-olds go in the first round, but he's 23. So
hey, Randy.
More NBA ready. Let's go.
What position is he taller?
He's a wing as well. He's like a guard.
Yeah, 2 guard, yeah.
I think he's like 6'6".
Yeah, he is. Yep. Cool. He played for Texas Tech for 3 seasons and then transferred.
Yep. Can dunk like crazy.
Yeah, and he actually, from all the scouting reports, is a really good defender. So kind of balances out with the other pick with Dillingham.
And that'll get him on the court.
For sure.
If he can defend. That's what all these,
Look at the Wolves.
Well, as Corey said, I was just watching it because it was the only thing on. We can't watch the Twins, right?
Bunch of names
I had it
we've
on,
never
I was
heard
doing
of.
some other things, and all of a sudden...
Yeah.
Well,
Gal still out of town?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're just walking around naked at home?
No.
Walking along.
No. But and then all of a sudden, the Spurs take Dillingham. I'm like, all right, neat. 19 more picks to the Wolves. And all of a sudden I'm like, wait, they're talking to the Spurs about this pick, and then it happens. And as you said, Corey, about 25 minutes ago, I expected that it would be some player that not like a Nas Reed, but like, wow, they traded that guy to get a 19-year-old kid, but they didn't even trade assets they had last night. It's sweet, man. They have to be aggressive. This is the only way they can add high-end talent, and they did it right. Tim Conley is the best GM this town has ever had, and you can't argue it. Who's better?
Can you name 3 GMs?
I mean, yeah, Terry Ryan.
I mean, Sam Presti's really good. I don't know if he's a GM, though. He might be the president.
Sauce meant this town, though.
Oh, this town.
Yeah, this town.
I thought you just meant in general.
No.
Oh, no, you're totally right.
Right.
100% right.
Yeah. I mean, Kwesi killed this draft, but the last couple, they haven't been that good. the Twins have made some unbelievably questionable bits with their situation, and the Wild are kind of handcuffed, right? Tim Conley's the best
That's
GM
fire.
in town and maybe the best GM they've ever had.
God, you're
the
spitting fire sauce.
I mean, as you said, when they made the Rudy trade.
Wasn't Sid temporarily the GM of the Lakers like 67 years ago?
Probably.
Just playing by the rules.
Was that accurate?
God, Hawk loves that place.
Yeah!
Yep. But yeah, you got to do things other than just do what they've been doing for 30 years that haven't worked.
Yeah, he's going for it.
Correct.
What? You got a gunfire?
Hogs Daddy, let's say you're down in Jacksonville and she actually walks in.
Oh, he would. Oh,
No, I know that I'm on his actual boat too, right? Saying yes to everything. But let's really think about this.
No, he would. She's a viral
chance.
sensation.
There's no way.
No way.
Hawk,
Yeah. What's it cost?
I bet 20 grand.
I can't afford that, brother.
Thanks, Hulkster.
That's your golden bit. That's your golden bit.
My golden bit.
Oh God! Every time I tell somebody that bit that hasn't heard that bit, they laugh, and it's so. I don't. Will they take a check? No. You get the money. Genius.
In the NBA draft last night, the Hawks went number 1. They took French kid Zachary Risacher, number 1, and then another French kid went second. Alex Sarr went to the Wizards.
Yeah!
Reed Shepard, who looks like he's 10.
Yeah.
From Kentucky, started like 5 games but can shoot like crazy. He doesn't look like he should be the 3rd pick in the draft by looking at him, but he was to Houston. Stephon Castle went 4th to San Antonio. That's another reason why they maybe didn't keep pick 8 is if you're not going to wheel and deal, if you're San Antonio, maybe you just say 4 is enough to add to Wemby. Who knows?
Yeah, they're going to make a massive trade with those picks they just got.
Then something called Ron Holland II went 5th to Detroit. That's the other thing that I really, really love about last night's draft. Detroit was one of the all-time train wrecks last year, right? Just couldn't have been worse, though, last year, right? Tied the NBA record for longest losing streak with, 27 or 28 or whatever it was?
Yeah.
Got their coach fired after 1 year and
They don't
had
have
to pay him
one.
like $80 million, right? Just an absolute nightmare. They picked 5th. The Wolves had the best season in our franchise history. Technically, we went 3 picks later.
Right.
Doesn't seem fair.
Yeah.
We went 8th, they went 5th.
I didn't know they didn't have a coach.
They still haven't hired one.
Yeah, he got fired. He's getting paid over $100 million from between being fired from the Suns and the Pistons. He's getting paid over $100 million to be unemployed. It's
the dream, man.
The American dream.
And he'll probably be on TV and make about $300 grand doing that.
Correct. He doesn't get out of bed for $300K.
What if we take Bronny?
Well, now that we have 2 new players, I don't even know if we have room on the roster for him.
They won't.
No. God, that'd be cool, wouldn't it?
What really matters is next. Tommy Olson is here. It's a Tommy Thursday on The Fan.
Now.
All right, here we are at 6:23. It's the Power Trip Morning Show. Thomas Olson's over there. Tomer, how's the business? How's it going?
Twerk is twerk. Things good.
Yeah. You selling?
Yeah, trying to. It's the old SummerSlam construction season right now. A lot of job sites. It's funny because I pull up to a job site, right? And it's all blue collar guys.
Bunch of just swinging D's.
Yeah, just big tough guys.
Yeah.
John.
And you're just
and I come up
use
with
me as your toilet.
Oh, come on.
I have my skinny jeans on.
Yeah, sure.
I have steel toes I have to put on.
Yeah.
Have to.
You got a camel toe?
And they're brand new. They look fresh out the box.
Of course they do.
And then my hard hat's just still shining. And these guys just look at me and they're like, get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah.
You just said SummerSlam, right?
SummerSlam.
Growing up watching WWF.
Oh,
right?
God.
It wasn't even close. Royal Rumble was the best.
Best ever.
Not even close, right?
Yeah.
Survivor Series was okay. WrestleMania was epic, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
SummerSlam was just wrestling in the summer.
Yeah.
Right? Survivor Series and Royal Rumble at least had a different format. Nothing beats the Royal Rumble.
Nothing.
It was the greatest.
It still is.
When you hear the glass shatter, I remember here we
It's a
go.
core memory.
Let's dive in.
You pause because I feel a preposterous statement coming.
No, so I'm trying to regulate what I'm saying on there.
For you.
It was like It was like, what is that called? Ejaculating? I'm trying to say it correctly.
Are you talking about it? You're talking about orgasmic, maybe?
Orgasm. I couldn't think of the word.
Yeah,
so
okay.
it was orgasming before you knew what orgasming was. When you can hear like
you felt the euphoria,
the glass shatter, or if you heard
When Stone Cold
Undertaker.
would come out.
Right? Okay, right, Max. I'm trying to explain what I was saying.
I just got a letter. That's the most times we can say that word.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's okay.
But that's what it felt like.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Okay,
no,
sorry.
I know how that feels, but not from watching wrestling.
No, yeah, that's how I get so excited.
All right, so stay with me. Tell me if this analogy. This is kind of what you just said.
Yeah.
I remember
Please don't say orgasm.
I'm sorry.
When people back in the Sludge and Lake days, when people first started emailing me and saying, "Hey, there's a chicken finger restaurant coming to Apple Valley. It's only chicken fingers," and I'm like, "What?" And it's like, yeah, it's called Raising Cane's. Go check it out. So I went down there. The first time I had Raising Cane's, what's the word I'm looking for? It was like ejaculating.
Oh my God, dude.
I thought we got a letter.
I couldn't think of it, Cor. I'm sorry. But I understand your feelings.
You know what?
God, I remember
It's
the
like
first time
doing
I had
that.
Cane's, too.
Doing that.
Yeah, but we're talking before we knew what that was. That was my whole thing.
So what you're saying is you liked wrestling a lot.
Yeah, let's just lie. I could have just said that.
Euphoric.
Yeah,
So your big boy job has SummerSlam, whatever. What is it called?
SummerSlam jobs.
Yeah.
So like getting school
Do
jobs.
you have a Royal Rumble bid? You should just have them be all themed 80s events.
I should.
That some of them apparently are still hanging on in the WWE.
Oh, all those things that you named are still
They're still
a thing.
things.
SummerSlam is coming up. They kind of have changed
Survivor
it now.
Series is a thing too.
Survivor Series is still a thing,
Is that right?
and now
Yeah,
it's
the
SmackDown versus Raw usually because they have two different shows, so they have their brands compete. And SummerSlam they've now kind of like amped it up to be like the WrestleMania of the summer, basically.
Yeah.
So yeah, they got all those Royal Rumble,
I tell you what,
Money in the Bank.
I think if we're diving in, I don't like WrestleMania as much anymore because they'd split it to 2 nights, and I just don't like that.
They're gonna have SummerSlam will be 2 nights for the first time when it comes to Minneapolis, 2026.
Do they do it outside?
I think some stadiums for SummerSlam, I think they do, yeah, because it was raining a couple years ago during SummerSlam.
Wow.
That dude's excited.
Wow.
Let's do What Really Matters. It's brought to you by our friends at Catalyst Supply.
Really
CatalystSupplyCo.com for you contractors and installers. Check out CatalystSupplyCo.com and be a Catalyst
Yeah,
company.
those of you who would like to make fun of Tommy when he walks on the
They're usually good guys.
Oh, they are
My
all
guess
good
is the
guys.
Catalyst guys are like, wow, nice steel-toed boots. there,
Right,
Tommy.
no, but I always bring them food. You know, I gotta keep them happy, and then I get to snack.
You
on
should draw a little butt crack so you can call it a camel toe.
it. And I'm
Steel
crass.
camel toe.
Yeah, I mean, hockey didn't say that one word 4 times. So, yeah, you're
I couldn't
crass.
think of the word.
That's okay.
It's okay. It's the 6 o'clock hour. No one's listening.
But Court,
Yeah,
you'd
Court.
love this. Every time I come to,
My God.
no, you
Talk
guys,
faster.
You
Talk
produce
faster.
a court?
no,
I'm going to have to put you down.
every time I go to a job site,
There you go.
every time I go to a job site, I bring canes. Every time.
Just to butter them up.
Every time.
To pimp walk.
But think it's great. Their tailgate stuff.
And they love it.
Could you imagine me walking in with 200 chicken fingers and they just come up
And the workers love it.
Yeah, think of it. And I
where
bring
do you
the,
carry those?
the crumble cookies too. You ever have
Oh,
those?
boy.
Yeah.
I'm walking on sunshine when I walk
No.
in there.
Bailey wanted those for her grad party last Saturday.
yeah.
So she ordered the snickerdoodles.
Oh my
I
god.
mean, come on, man.
No, that
was like, what's the word I'm looking for? That was like,
Come on,
no.
please.
No,
it was the
come on,
feeling of
Pease.
like,
Don't make Hawk read the letter.
what is that word? Where it's like, never mind.
Did you get the small cookies or the big ones? Because they do the catering small ones.
They must have been the smaller ones then, because it was
Yeah.
the catered ones.
God, I love that place. They got a great loyalty program too.
Is that right? Let's start with this.
They one of your client?
I'm sure some of you read this story, but this kind of blows my mind. NBC announced yesterday that Al Michaels will narrate Olympic highlights for Peacock subscribers. So if you're watching the highlight reels on Peacock of the Olympic events, Al Michaels is going to do the highlight packages. Tommy, you're smiling like, hey, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, he called the miracle. It's sick.
Yep, well, it's not Al Michaels. It's AI Al Michaels.
What?
Al Michaels said that the voice of himself sounds, quote, astonishing and amazing. But NBC just flat out said, it's not actually Al Michaels. We have a AI version of him and the AI version will be doing the highlight packages.
It's over.
What are we doing?
Dear God.
Everyone on the internet's like, this is the worst idea I've ever heard.
It's over.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I mean, he's still alive.
Yeah.
Why are we
He
not
signed
letting
off on it.
him? And he sounds
it's gonna
impressed
be
by
completely
it.
catered to you. So if you like running, pole vault, and swimming, it'll only tell you about those sports.
Is it the app? Is that what you said, or just Peacock?
It's Peacock subscribers.
So you pick. Oh yeah. So you probably pick your sports, like Hogs said.
Pick your sports. You pick your sports.
Picking along.
But does he get paid or like
I'm
any
sure.
royalties?
Oh,
for this?
yeah.
He still has some kind of NBC contract
It's his
despite doing
likeness,
he's on Amazon, correct?
Yeah.
Amazon Thursday Night Football. Is that right?
Yeah.
Anyway, he has some kind of pseudo deal still with NBC. Well, this is part of it, I guess.
I mean, that's the best in the
he's
world
not-
for him if he's getting paid for this.
I guess. I just think everybody's going, this is a Pandora's box situation.
Yeah,
This
no.
is not good.
Nope.
What are we doing?
Wow.
That
It's
said, if they
over.
need another voice, I can be persuaded.
Really?
Yeah, but they'd have to pay you.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That'd be so.
It's on a computer program.
You'd be great at it,
Why do you
Alex.
think I've spent the last 5 years trying to get Meat Sauce Robot up and running?
Right.
Then he costs $0.
Then you don't
We can
have
cut
me
Sauce's salary.
Yeah, man, do that. Wait,
I'm trying
what?
to save iHeart some money.
Does this lead to one day not having announcers?
That's what people are already saying. If you read the internet yesterday, they were saying how long before an AI actually calls a game, not just a highlight package. We have an AI announcer, which would not. That's exactly like Madden. It wouldn't be unlike Madden.
Yeah, exactly, Madden.
Oh God.
It works in the game. Why wouldn't it work in real life?
Well, they should implement it in the game. That's what they should be doing instead of the same stuff you hear all the time.
They're doing that this year. They have 4 sets of announcers.
Oh yeah, for NCAA
and Madden's doing the same thing.
and then we don't get to guys like the Gophs. We get the C group or whatever, not the primetime games.
Yeah.
Hell yeah! So sick.
Yeah.
But what
I
really
can't
matters
wait.
is this. Ooh! That was AI Paul Allen.
That was Tommy finding out about SummerSlam.
AIPA.
The first U.S. presidential candidate to be assassinated was
First
presidential candidate.
presidential candidate.
You'll never get it. This is great trivia. I didn't know this. Joseph Smith, who founded Mormonism.
Get out of
How
here.
about that? Yeah.
I didn't know he was
I had no
assassinated.
idea.
I don't
had
know
no
that
idea.
much about Mormonism outside of what I've
How
learned
cool
on
it
South
is.
Park.
Same.
Joe Smith, never heard of him. Have you
Did
guys?
he play for the T-Wolves?
Yeah, the T-Wolves sent him under the table.
No, yeah.
You did not know he was running for president back
No, I didn't know that, but the only reason I know is from South Park. South Park destroys that religion, yeah. Among many others.
Pretty
Ben.
much all of them, yeah. Hi, Ben.
Hey, Ben.
I mean,
Hi, Ben.
What's happening?
Well, talking about Joseph Smith getting killed, the Timberwolves drafting well, Tommy using crazy words.
So I didn't hear because I didn't have the old cans on. Joseph Smith got assassinated.
yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
That's
He's
how
running
I
for
didn't know
president.
that
Somebody
either.
took him out, yeah.
I didn't
Ben,
know
you
that.
don't know Joe Smith. You've never heard of that name before.
Joseph Smith?
Yes,
Smith,
it's for
yes.
sure.
And he's seen the Book of Mormon, right? You've seen the
I've
Book
seen
of
the
Mormon.
Book of Mormon
Yeah.
twice.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's like
That's a name, Tommy.
Yeah,
He's
Tommy,
the
yeah.
founder of Mormonism.
that a tree told him or something.
Not your friend Tree.
No, like he was in the woods lost and he stumbled across the Lord and
Yeah, this is
Jesus.
This is everything you learned on South Park.
Yeah, correct.
South Park walks us through the entire
right.
thing.
But then the beauty of South Park is South Park will say this is exactly what they believe on the bottom of the
So
screen.
basically, like what happened with the 10 Commandments, when he goes up and he goes up to a mountain and it's like, hey, I talked to this God guy and I came down with these tablets, right?
yeah, Italian
Brilliant.
Moses.
Yeah, and then Joe Smith went to Pennsylvania, because there's a lot of spiritual things going on in Pennsylvania. And he goes out in the forest and he's like, hey, there's a God guy here. Hey, and he writes down.
The Fonz?
And then they say cool, man, you wrote on this gold paper or tablet or something. And they're like, show us. He's like, well, I lost it. I broke it or something.
Yeah.
So then he claims he got visited again and wrote these things down. So
Ben
it's
is correct.
It's the same story.
Oh, never heard of him.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ben's correct. Ben said it way better than I did.
Hey, did you go to Chester's?
It's today.
It is?
Yeah, you get to
Place?
go.
Okay, get their wings.
What's Chester?
Oh, it's
It's
in
in
Rochester. It's
My
called
friend's the
Chester's.
manager there, by the way.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They have great. Have you ever had their wings, Hogs Daddy?
He doesn't eat food.
No, I don't.
Oh, yeah, he doesn't like
Can't do
bones.
it.
Chester is also the name of Rodney Dangerfield's character in the classic film Ladybugs.
God, only you like that movie.
Yeah, it's a good reference. That's a good reference.
Everybody knows that.
You should say that today when you're there. That might help.
They have really good wings. Just order them. They're phenomenal.
Well, I'm a wing guy, so
They're like charred.
maybe I will.
They're
Tommy
grilled.
want wing.
Oh,
Tommy one wing.
wings whale.
How often do you get down to Rochester, T.O.?
A couple times a year for work.
Not during SummerSlam?
Not during summer. Well, they got like the Mayo Clinic and all the big work down there, so they got some big stuff coming up.
The Rochester has what?
The Mayo Clinic
In Rochester, Minnesota.
All right. You know he's messing with you, Thomas. Come on, baby.
You've never heard that.
Come on, baby.
Did you see the look on his face?
Yeah, Tommy's like,
You probably couldn't see it,
No,
Hawk,
I
but
cannot.
Yeah, Hawk can hear it, though.
It's too easy.
I know.
It's
The
too
look
much
of
fun.
confusion and wonder when you looked at Corey.
No, you should have heard Corey explain Starbucks off air to me.
Oh, my God.
Corey just basically taught Tommy and I like
Microeconomics.
Microeconomics. And Tommy and I look at each other like, sure, I'll just go to Starbucks.
We were talking about being efficient and saving as much money, but still getting coffee. And after I explained it for 30 seconds, Tommy literally goes, "So then that's good then?" And I go, "You got it, buddy. You got it."
Corey was basically saying, buy it for $4.99 at Target. You get
buy Starbucks stock so they pay you a dividend and this and that. And he's like, "What now? Is that good?"
Yeah, we were like,
yeah. Good. Oh, man. Anyway, is it my turn?
I hope
Well,
so.
have fun today. That'll be great.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Are you leaving essentially right after the show to drive down to Rochester, or what's the
No,
deal?
I'll leave like 11:45.
Oh, man.
We've got a little promo shoot to do at ABC 6 at like 1:30, so I just got to be down there for that, and then we head over to the show.
That's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. It's gonna be a packed place, packed. It's
for
gonna
you.
spill out on the plaza and everything. It's gonna be in a little indoor, outdoor.
Did you film
setting.
bits around Chester?
I did not film bits around Chester.
Oh, they have a cool chip shots place. It's like a pickleball place, and then it has like virtual golf. Yeah,
We should have contacted you.
yeah. Rochester's a hidden little gem.
I still have never played pickleball. It looks fun.
Neither have I.
It's fun. It's a little culty.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've heard, yeah.
people are diehards.
Yeah.
I think you're either all in or all out.
Are you good at it? You're fine.
Not really.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, you can move your feet, though.
Yeah, but so my boss used to play like Division I tennis. So like
Springsteen?
he always wants to play, and he just makes me run around. And so it just more or less just pisses me off playing.
Got it.
It's a good drinking game.
Yeah.
That's why everybody's having these, what's the one in Maple Grove? Pints and
Hawk,
paddles?
what's that called?
Yeah, that place is cool. You been there?
No.
You can actually pour your own drink.
No, that's the guys from Malone's, though, right?
That's
It's AJ and Company, I think, started that one.
They have a dispenser of a Captain Diet.
Get out of here.
Yeah, it's sick.
Like on tap?
Or it might be just
Essentially?
Captain, and then you put your own diet in it.
That's fine too.
Yeah, it's Captain, and you
It can
just
be a
put it in.
two-step process.
Isn't
Yeah,
that
of
cool?
course.
Isn't that sick?
That's genius.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
That's pretty cool. All right, more of the Power Trip Morning Show and What Really Matters with Ben Lieber, Tommy Olson, and the rest of the Power Trip after this on the Fan.
And just let Nate know you got a question for him.
I will. Hey, Hogs Daddy, do you remember the Mexican place is called Chi-Chi's?
Oh, hell yeah, man. They had one out in Brooklyn Center.
Chi-Chi's bang.
They were the best.
God, I
This
missed
was the
them.
best, yeah.
They have one in Maplewood. Do you remember like you could like talk into a microphone on there?
You can do that here, buddy.
Yeah, you're doing that right now, buddy.
I don't know what you're talking about, talking into the microphone. I know what you're talking about.
I don't know. I think you could like order it to the back. I don't know. Like you could talk to the waitress on a microphone.
What?
I don't know.
What?
Right. I don't know.
Man, a lot of us did not have Tommy Loves Chi-Chi's on our bingo card.
No. Chi-Chi's way.
Remember the chips and salts from there?
elite.
My heavens.
Yeah.
God, that was good. So they're not. That was you. You had to have gone to it. It was in Maplewood, right by your favorite mall.
Yeah, but what would he
What would he eat in there?
Maybe
I mean,
chips.
Did they have chicken fingers there?
No, now it's a B-Dubs. Yeah, you know where the B-Dubs is in Maplewood.
Of course.
Yeah,
I
you do
pregame there
yeah,
when I go to the Myth. Go to B-Dubs pregame.
Core. You know what I never thought of?
Go on.
Core.
Oh, no.
Careful.
Do you know you do those? You do those hockey nights?
Oh no.
Mm-hmm. You should do it instead of Coors Light. You should do Coors Night.
Yes!
Jesus is a friend.
That idea is just the word.
It's perfect.
So Coors Night with Coors Light.
Yeah, brilliant.
That's one of the best lines ever. Brilliant.
Boy, Tommy's on one today. Probably will be later, too.
He asked us a question over here that I tell you I've never thought of in my life.
No. And he asked,
come on, you had to think.
I have not thought of that.
He asked it like he's been thinking about it for 10 years.
And like I haven't answered it.
Yep.
Anyway, more what really matters.
All right, night 2 of the NBA draft is tonight. The Timberwolves will select 37th, maybe, unless Tim Conley keeps wheeling and dealing, because last night he took Rob Dillingham 8th in a trade with the Spurs, and then took Terrence Shannon 27th. So we traded an unprotected 2031 pick and then a pick swap in 2030 for the 8th pick in the draft last night. If you're just waking up from a coma, it is 2024.
Right.
So that would be like 12-year-olds we traded Rob Dillingham for.
Right.
A+.
Way
I
to go,
cannot
guys.
believe the league allows trades 7 years down the road.
Yeah.
Doesn't that seem not fair?
Very odd. Yep.
It just doesn't seem like that should be a thing. But it is. Whatever.
Yeah, weird.
What really
weird.
matters is this.
King Henry VIII had guys, 4 dudes he called grooms of the stool.
Go ahead, Sauce.
God, your dad's screenshot.
Do you know what they did? And why would that be my dad's screenshot?
Stool is in poop.
Do you know what they did?
Well, yeah. Can I guess?
Yeah.
My guess is they either wiped his ass.
That's it. Nailed it.
Or, okay. Oh.
Nailed it. Don't even have to guess again.
Dad's dream job.
Yeah.
Yeah, you nailed it,
Thank
Sauce.
you,
Yeah.
man.
Grooms of the stool.
That's what they call the grooms of the stool. And he knighted all 4 of them.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, you helmeted a few of them.
Yeah.
Man, how do you get that job?
All right, so how about this? This is going to be brilliant. How about the 4 losers in the Charge Challenge are the winners, grooms of the stool for an entire year?
God, I hope.
Man.
Okay, wait, who was this again?
I'm sorry, Henry
VIII.
Yep.
Okay. So back then,
He's a big, heavy dude, too,
what,
man.
was he big?
Oh, big dude.
Big chubby?
Yeah.
What did they wipe with?
Great question.
Had to be their paws.
Was it
paws?
just,
I bet
was
their
it just
hands,
their dirty
yeah.
mitts?
A leaf.
It had to be.
The grooms
Just
of
their
the
hands.
stool that was the most intimate of English monarchs' courtiers, initially responsible for assisting in the excretion and hygiene department.
That's a tough one. I hope these guys are single.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
a tough one to go back to your family and go, what do you do for Henry VIII?
I deal with excretion. That guy took some dumps, too. Look at King Henry VIII.
That's a huge bitch.
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So you think, what do you think the technique is? Like, you think he's, bending over?
I'd say front to back.
Why?
Or up? Yep. Mm-hmm. I'm a back to front
I know
guy.
you are.
Yeah.
That shocks no one.
It's because when can I guess? It's because when you were very large, it was tough to get your arms all the way around, and you had to do it that way.
Yeah, my whole life.
Right.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
Yeah,
Well,
but
now you're in it.
Yeah, now he's in it.
No, now you do 6 hours a day on a stair
Now he
climber.
barking chickens himself.
Do you think that they rotate? Like, hey, I've got the morning shift, you've got the afternoon shift.
You said
got the
shift?
Shift. Let's enunciate here when we're talking about groom stools or whatever we're talking about. But so are they all 4 working all the time? Because you only have 2 mitts. So it's like one wipe with the right, one wipe with the left. I'm out. Got to go. And then the next guy comes in.
Maybe one of them is their main job is to remove that from the room, right?
Well,
not just what's on his person, but all right, while you're cleaning them up, my job is to go take this out back.
Yeah, I think it might be another thing. Looking at King Henry VIII here, One of them might need to hold up those giant testicles of his.
I think Hawk's
Or his
right.
ass slabs.
And by the way, it involved using a bowl, water, and towels.
A bowl.
Oh, towels.
Yeah, towels.
BOWL, not BULL. BOWL.
Poor wasn't the guy from
Night Court, yeah.
Oh, all right. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, my humor's not quick.
Yeah, we all are.
Do you think he's pretty regular? How often do you think he's going?
I don't think Activia was a thing back in the Henry VIII days, so
Well, you
Massive
do
dog.
ask questions. You ask questions nobody else would ask. I'll say that, Tom.
Yeah.
You go there.
No, maybe he was into it.
Well,
Maybe this was his
you
thing.
mean like degrading people by making them clean
No,
up?
no.
Maybe he was into dudes, and like this is the way of him doing it.
again,
And we're
you
assuming
ask
they were
questions-
dudes doing this. We're assuming they were dudes, right?
No, they were definitely guys.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah. The lady, they'd hang themselves. They ain't putting up with that.
But like, what if like this was like an honored position
But no,
to get to?
it seems like it was. And I said he knighted them all. There's a picture of this guy here. Look up the first Earl of Holland. Was a groom of the stool for Charles I until 1643. He got knighted and became an Earl of Holland.
Yeah, but here's the deal. For those of you who watch House of the Dragon,
yeah.
these grooms of the stool did not look like Sir Kristen Cole, right?
Right.
These four dudes looked like sauce in high school, right? Wiping ass. Right? These are not GQ models.
yeah. God.
These are BH cleaners. I mean, this is the bottom of the barrel.
Wait a minute. Whoa. Do you know what the mistress of the robes was?
No, go on.
Mistress of the robes?
They could have called her the mistress of the curtains, too, I guess.
Oh, my gosh.
Go ahead.
Is that the actual title?
Mistress of the robes, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Please explain.
Well,
It's the female
it's the
equivalent?
female equivalent. For the ladies. Queen Anne, during her reign, you had a mistress of the robes.
Man, it's crazy that they have a whole list of all the people who were the grooms of the stool. Like, there's on Wikipedia, there's a giant list. Like, your family can't escape that history.
Yeah.
Like, we know.
Victor Lambert, right here.
I wonder if, you know, how, when there's private schools just for boys, like St. Thomas, and then they have, dances with the private schools that are just for girls?
Yeah.
I wonder if the grooms of the stool ever got to hook up with the mistresses of the robe. And it was like this big social event that they finally got to intertwine.
Dude, look at the latest one, the last
A lot
one.
of pink
Maybe
guy.
wipe some ass together.
The last one was James Hamilton, the second Duke of Abercombe, and he finished his
Store at the mall.
his run as the groom of the stool to Albert Edward, Prince of Wales, in 1901.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, maybe this is how it wasn't so stank down there, you know?
Well, obvi.
Like because
right.
we always talk about it, right? If
Always. You and I.
Right at Ben.
No, but remember,
We get sick of you guys talking about it.
You're
We're
an
also
elite
sick of you
groom
guys
of the
talking about
stool.
it.
no, but remember, a couple months ago, I brought up if third base was a thing back then, right? This maybe makes it a possibility.
I'm going to
because they
say it
clean
again. You ask the most interesting questions.
Yeah, man.
Your questions are more interesting than the answers.
Seriously, this would be a reason for it.
Royalty probably bathed more frequently than the standard person.
And if they were getting someone to clean it for them,
So sure, they probably ran hotter than the rest of the people,
Yeah.
but it's not like they had Irish Spring, right? They're still just dealing with
Yeah.
Thomas,
the
I
best
got
water
it
in the
dirty
town.
again.
Right.
Could you imagine how bad those brothels smelled back in the day?
God, you got to love it.
That'd be kind of nice.
Like a barn. No wonder you watched Game of Thrones over and over again. Littlefinger's brothel.
And Sir Christian Cole. My heavens.
Excuse me?
He's a good looking dude.
Which one's he?
The main knight dude.
I don't think I've ever heard Thomas say "my heavens." He must be real special to you,
He's the
Thomas.
guy who was
Yeah, that was with
in the first scene.
Giving it to the
First-
Green Queen.
Yeah.
The what?
The Green Queen.
Green Queen.
Green Queen.
Yeah, that's
Put your hands down.
Alicent, right? Isn't that her name?
it's St. Patrick's Day, and Thomas having fun.
The Wicked Witch?
What's his name? I don't even know what this guy looks like.
Sir Kristen Cole.
Yeah.
Are you caught up on House of the Dragon, Benjamin, or not?
Oh, no.
Yeah, he's getting
Oh,
with
man.
Olivia Cook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who plays Alicent?
He's a stud horse.
My heavens, apparently.
Look at him, man.
Wow.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah. See, I don't think that's what the grooms of the stool looked like.
Yeah,
I mean, very General Hospital.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
He looks like a daytime actor for sure. But I wouldn't necessarily clutch my pearls over him.
But I also don't think a General Hospital nurse who's cleaning bedpans.
Wow. Yeah.
Wow. No wonder you keep watching these shows over and over and over again. Hey, Sass, you want to see what Sir Christian Cole's up to?
Hey, Sass, you feeling a little less than clean down there?
Sess, I quit big boy job. Tired of SummerSlam. Oh, yeah. Well, what are you going to do for money? Groom to the stool?
Let's bring that back. Huh?
Oh, my gosh.
Jesus. Take a walk.
Yeah, right. Take a deep breath.
Oh, summertime's the best, though. Everyone's
This is for you, Tommy. You need a little.
Yeah, you need a palate cleanser.
Jesus is a friend of mine. I have a friend in Jesus. Jesus is a friend of mine. Jesus is my friend.
Yep, you need to be reborn.
Yeah.
Is it my turn or yours?
I
guess
gotta
I think we did 10 minutes on the Grooms of the Stool.
When I saw it, I'm like, well, that's the rest of the show.
The Twins beat the D-backs 8-3. The Twins had 14 hits. Correa had 3 of them. Santana had 3 of them.
yeah.
Miranda had 3 of them. Twins 8 games back of Cleveland.
Yeah, Cleveland's 7-game winning streak finally snapped last night.
Yep. Lewis, though, really the only downer. 0 for 4. 0 for 4 with the strikeout. He's now batting .311.
311, the Beatles of rock.
Don't care.
That's the only reason I brought this down up.
Yeah.
At Arizona today at 2:40, David Festa. So Uncle Festa goes for Minnesota. That is his Major League Baseball debut.
Do you know it'd be cool if you guys don't have any 4th of July plans? They play at 1:10 on the 4th.
What day of the week is the 4th this year?
Cool.
Thursday.
A week
No
from
kidding.
today.
Yeah.
It's a week from today. Think about that.
That idea is
Best time of the year.
Greatest ever.
Best time of the year.
Greatest ever.
What about the 5th, though?
Worst day of your life. No, this about the 10th is the worst.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, though, we're taking Friday off next week, man.
Are you guys really?
Yeah, Thursday and Friday
You
off.
guys deserve it. You guys deserve some
And then
time.
you know what? Both Cora and I are both gone 8th, 9th, and 10th.
So think about this for a second. I just want you to think
I know,
about
crazy.
this.
I haven't done that in a long time. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't remember the last time Chris and I were both gone for 3 days straight.
Good question.
So, July 8th, 9th, and 10th. That dude's steering the ship.
I can't wait. It's going to be appointment radio.
Yep.
Thank you, Tommy.
It's going to be all time.
Yep.
God,
Can't wait.
Let's come. I'll come on here and we'll talk some good stuff.
All right.
So there's 2 real scenarios here, right?
Yeah.
Either we get back that Thursday and go, dude, hang on, where's the button? This would be perfect. It'd be, dude,
You did something right.
and we just like proud parents, Chris and I can come back and slap him on the back and go, dude, look at you growing up. Or we come back Thursday and we walk down the hall and go, give us the largest raise you've ever given anyone, or this show falls
I'm going to
apart.
need a groom of the stool.
Exactly. That's going to be the first clause we have. From now on, everybody from every other station in this building wipes our ass or we walk.
We should have like Sets and Scene Bear and Schmoll.
I agree.
And Hank.
and Tom
Yeah, why don't you
Shane.
book Schmoll and Hank for Monday?
Is Don on the phone?
Yeah, get down on the phone.
on the phone.
Are you
while
guys
we're
taking
gone.
a trip together?
No.
Yeah, we're on the Bible camp.
No. Separate trips.
Nice. Are you getting out of town?
Sure.
Nice. God, that's great.
Yeah, Abadab and I are going to Duluth. We're going to spend some time up there and explore up there. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be fun.
You ever have Sammy's Za up there?
Who's Sammy
Is
Zaw?
that downtown Duluth?
Sammy's Pizza?
Is that
Oh,
it?
yeah, I've had that.
Zacho just gave the big
Really
thumbs
good.
up.
Yes.
They have it other
The
places
buffet.
too.
They have a buffet.
Oh, yeah. Old school. Old school.
They have it other places.
that
too.
sounds
come on now.
Sammy's is a couple of different places. right?
Yeah, there is. Yep.
There's one in, I believe, Brooklyn Park or something like that.
And Elk River.
Yeah, that might be the one. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I get Seth getting turned on by your knowledge of Minnesota
it's like
geography. You know where all the restaurants are, all the good gas station stops,
Correct.
every lake, every city.
I'd
You
say-
know what to do in the state of Minnesota.
Thank you so much because I'm not too confident in a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Minnesota geography is up there.
So yesterday when we asked all of us, like, what's one thing that you're confident that you're better than 80% of everybody else at, right? And we couldn't find one for Sauce. But yours is Minnesota geography. You know better than 80% of the population. You're confident that you're in the top 20%.
Minnesota B roads, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
But
probably.
what about Minnesota? What about Southwest Minnesota?
No man's land.
Okay, that's one way to put it.
You got like Redwood Falls down to Marshall, and then you got like
Worthington,
Worthington, Fairmont,
That's
Wyndham.
God's country. I love that stuff.
It is God's country, but not a lot of people know about that area.
Exactly.
That's
That's
why
why
I'm
I'm
empty
asking.
space.
A lot of empty space. A lot of
Worthington's
roads.
my jam.
It's very Iowa-esque.
And then you go down that way. You go on to Iowa. What's the name of that place? It's like a resort town that you feel like you're on the
Okoboji?
Dude, that place.
That's that place.
Slams.
Bangs.
You ever heard of it, Ben?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
dude.
that place
I actually
rules.
didn't live that far away from Lake
kidding.
Okoboji. I mean, where I was in South Dakota, like, a lot of people in our area would go there for like family trips.
It's the weirdest thing. It's like a mirage.
Hidden gem of Southwest Minnesota. What's it called? Not Blue Earth. What's next to Blue Earth?
Brown Earth?
Son of a bitch.
No. Sess is so not turned on right now.
I know. I was so cocky about this, too.
She's getting a headache.
Hey, well, she's thinking.
Fairmont. It's Fairmont.
Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Know-It-All.
They have like all these lakes and stuff. Great bars. Hidden gem down there.
Interesting. Okay.
Okay.
Hey, Benjamin, quickly answer what we asked yesterday.
Yeah.
If you can't say football, because that would be the answer.
Sure.
What's one thing that you're very confident that you are better than 80% of everybody else at? You're a top 20%er at what? Can be anything in your life. Skill set, a knowledge of something. What's your niche that you know you're elite at?
You're really stumping me. I
Can
really
I tell
don't know.
one that I think you're really good at?
I mean, broadcasting.
Sure,
Yeah,
you
but
can.
But that kind of that's
I got
cheating
one.
too, because we're trying to say
I got one for you.
non-professions.
Okay, go for it.
Nutrition.
Yeah.
You got that nailed down, man.
Yeah,
Sure.
that's a good one.
Yeah. Like the rest of us are fat asses.
The thing is, 80%'s a lot. That's a lot. Like, I know a lot about that. I know a lot about I'm like a little bit like Cliff Clavin. I feel like I know a lot about a lot of things, but not like real in depth. Like, I could talk about nutrition.
Jack of all trades, master of none.
Yes, I could talk about nutrition, but 80% more knowledge than like maybe anybody else in this room. I don't know.
Gotcha.
Well,
you know more than everybody else. I said poker for me.
I've always
for sure.
said this, man.
I spent 20 years studying it.
I'd rather know a little about a lot than a lot about a little.
Sure.
You know, I got no problem with that.
You know, you could
Be well-rounded. Go on.
GoldenEye.
Well, 25
prime.
years ago,
In your
I was
prime.
a top 20%er. Not anymore. More of the Power Trip Morning Show after this on the Fan.